Guess everyone's excited that I'm finally playing this, considering it is my most recommended game of all time. There were 2 comments last time. One, XX is best girl, or Scott's gonna fall into a trap of a bad ending. Just watch, he's fucking sucked at playing video games. I'm the guru, okay? I can see shit before it happens. and I could get bad ends sometimes. It's fine. But let's just continue on into our adventure. Also, when the whole ex-girl is best character, I was like, I don't even know who these people are. I know this one on the left side of the screen, not like no on a emotional level. I mean, like, just cause I don't know. I feel like she's kind of she's definitely like a poster child of the damn game. But other than that, I'm just getting introduced to everyone. Anywho, we arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. Hey, there she is! That dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over her desk at the last row. Oh my god. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into stone just from our presence. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it, as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students and, finally, the teacher. Oh, Jesus! Oh, no. My mouse is still fucking terrible. It's all over. Okay, getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be tired on my first day of school. What do you mean? And even if it's the first or the last, you're still gonna be tired after you've spent a day just, maybe it's the long time spent in the hospital that's made me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Gonna have to deal with those issues, huh? Before long, the final bell rings. School's finally over for the day. Beside me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Oh no. Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Hick-chan. I'm gonna keep saying it. Or I should just say He-chan. Whatever. We gotta hurry already, since there's a lot of work for us to do. And I imagine. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Wait! The teacher said I'd have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside. I don't like going. The horrifying! We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. Alright, when we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually part of the main building. Alright, I got you. This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamako Foundation office and all the nurses' offices. They even have a swimming pool. What? How's that official? Don't be silly, Ik-chan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anywho, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'd think it'd be on the, not first floor. You're the head. You gotta go through different other nurses to get to the head nurse. You'll be fine from here, right? Well, we'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks, bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with actual education? Oh no, the music. Guess it's necessary for a place like this. Oh god, I don't like this place already. I want to leave. I walk in hoping that this really will be a quick visit like the teacher said. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text head nurse and a nameplate. Oh, ooh, a voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. Sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. Hello? Well, it looks like you got a nice setup going on here. You know, got a really old computer. That's cool. I know it's set in 2000s, it's fine. The room is not large, and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter. Oh my god. He does the James Bond thing, or the villain thing, except he's a nice guy. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils. And there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. Oh, hi. Hello there. What can I do you for today? Why did I do that? He's young looking and sort of ragged or rugged, but the dimples in his cheeks wash that impression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard the very same question hundreds of times. What's with this music right now? Why, yes, I am. It says so on the door. No, it's his name's Smiling Man. You can call me by my name or just the nurse like everyone else. Okay, I'll just call you the nurse. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Alright, I'm a new student, and my homeroom teacher said I should come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. Nice to meet you. His eyes light up with revelation, and he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that Nakai. I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? He gestures me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yeah. Good. Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and the like. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there is any sort of a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital, if you think about it. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His joke feels out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said it. I liked it. Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many medical people at a school. You'll get used to it. Well, I mean, if you got so many people with some sort of like a disability or like physical whatever, some injury might happen just because, you know, like you have someone who's blind and they're like not like, say they just got blind or something, right? And they're like walking along, they're not used to their blindness, so they like smash into something, right? You're gonna need a doctor for that just in case. You know, you never know what could happen. I'm not so sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now, let me just find your file again. While he searches for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of papers around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark gray laminate flooring, and all the equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day and from all the food groups. I don't do that. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So, you already have medication for arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins to his own joke, but I don't. while I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you refrain from doing that, at least for the time being. Yeah, physical activity, let's have a no right now. Oh, my lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. Guess I never did it out of a burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do, I guess. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There's no mention of the cause in your papers. Well, not exactly. I sidestepped the question acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers with a more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you some good. We have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks and even light jogging, jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swimming, maybe? There's a pool here. So I was told. You were? Very good. At any rate, and I'm sure you've been told this before, you just need to take care and not overexert yourself. He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need, really. I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Alright. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good. Can I leave? I don't like being in around doctor things. Good. That's it then. Come meet me if you ever need anything. Get me out of here. I especially don't like this area of the place. Looks like I'm on my way to prison. I'm ushered out before I even realize it. A quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building, although to my eyes, they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students. So I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate or the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they're going. I don't. And I keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. Then again, neither do I. Yeah, you never know what someone might have, you know? It could be an internal thing, like what we have. We have heart problems. Is that going to be an external thing? No. Does that make me one of them? One of us? One of us. Yes, it does. I should go somewhere, too, to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. Dude, I'd be feeling both. The wariness in me only grows as I trudge toward the dorms, set a little way apart from the main building complex. Oh, God. Just a little walk, you know. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms. Shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. Yup, the dorm building is big and made of red brick. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward, going inside. Hello? I need my room. Takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket. Room 119. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. Same goes for elevators at the ends of the hallways. Well, I wouldn't want to be walking down a hallway that was like very thin. So I'm like, ooh, I don't feel so good walking down here. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Hello? Is anyone in there? Inside, a few students are watching TV. One nods and gives a quick hello before turning back to the TV. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. I mean, I climbed the stairs up to the upper floor. Here, small corridors branch off from the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seems to have a toilet and a shower, as well as 4 rooms. Okay. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. The nameplates on the rooms adjacent to mine are blank. Guess they're just two of us here. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly. Hello? Is anyone home? From inside, I hear a few movements, then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. Oh, it's like comically so. Like, he's just waiting and just... After a moment, the door squeaks open. Ah! It's me! A bespectacled boy is standing in the doorway. He's looking at me very intently, through his extremely thick eyeglasses.
Who is it?
Oh God, it is me! I talk like that and everything. Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? He might be insane. He leans closer to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. Oh no, he's insane. Hisao Nakai. I'm moving into the next room. Thought I should introduce my... His face suddenly brightens in realization. Oh no. And he stands back upright, thrusting his hand out in a smiling greeting. Almost straight to my diaphragm.
Oh, sup, dude. Name's Kenji.
Oh, hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it. Ugh. Still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome.
There were some suspicious-looking people going in and out of your room earlier.
It was probably my parents.
Your parents? You sure? 'Cause they could have been some other people, too. You can't judge a book by its cover.
Okay, buddy. His out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond. I'd say the chances are high enough. Who else would be going into my room? He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures.
You're one brave man, Hisao. One brave man. Me, I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself.
Oh my God. Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about it for a while.
A wise decision. Damn, you're smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart.
He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it. Oh.
Never mind. It does not matter.
With that, oh my God. He turns, fumbles around for a moment in search of the door handle, and shuts the door behind him. Well, that was weird. I slide the key into the lock of the door marked 119. Well, this is what I expected, really. Yeah. Beige, bleak beige walls, white linen, and a desk made of some type of light wood, ugly curtains. It's no one's room, impersonal, like the hospital room was. Well, you can personalize it at some point, I'm sure. We literally just got here. I get your pessimistic Mr. Pessimism because of your what happened. I get it, but come on. My bags are sitting at the foot of the bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, it seems that there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. A notice pinned to the sleeve of one of my shirts. Hi, Hik-chan. We've unpacked your things and made your bed. They said that if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. Thanks. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kind of hoped I would have, then there would be something to do. It's still too early. I put the note down on the desktop and lie down on the bed, feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. the restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Oh, he's just gonna has to walk around. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming in, and for the entire day today too. I still am, I think. Damn, I had to distract myself somehow, so I won't be this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow, I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, oh no. I need to take these. The bottles of medications neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. I pick up one and shake it just to hear the contents rattle inside and then read the glued-on pharmacy label. Hisao Nakai, 2 tablets daily to stay alive. Jesus, don't put that. Why would you put that? You don't want to say that. It doesn't really say that. Okay. But it could just as well. I was going to say, you're not going to put that on a label for pills or for like any medical thing. God damn it. It's kind of twisted having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? It's fine. With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosages. Don't want to take any more or any less. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain. And after that, I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. I feel weird, but, you know, we're getting used to it. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm and nest-like, against the chill that passes for room temperature here. Dude, that's my kind of room temperature, fucking cold. Soon, the lighter shade of darkness, that is the ceiling, looks like every ceiling does at night, and it becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. Oh, Jesus. Oh. I need to go here for chronic sneezing. The night beckons me to sleep. I ain't cutting that, by the way. The sneezes stay in. And I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping up my spine once again. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. Don't worry about it. This is our new life. We're living. Well. Okay, that music was getting kind of creepy on me there. I don't know how I feel about it. I wake up in a strange room. Solid morning light shimmers against the light gray ceiling. I had forgotten to draw the curtains closed that night. Oh, God damn it. What? This is my room, isn't it? My room. This is the third room this year that I'm supposed to call mine. Various things around here remind me that indeed it's me who's supposed to be the one living here. My bag's on the floor, my new school books on the desk, my numerous medications on the night table. I stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating, until I open the bottle, shake out a pill, and pop out a tablet from a foil sheet. I down them with a chaser of water without thinking about the chemistry. My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose. But the feeling of fresh clothes against my back is a good one. A natural one. Feels like a school uniform, as it should. It's not much different from what I used to wear before. That goes for other things too. So far, this place seems more or less like a normal school. Except for the people. Wow. Or that I live here. I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday, Misha's constant laughter, and Shizune's sweeping sign language gestures. Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. Or perhaps people like them are what passes for normal around here. What even is normal? Normal is what you think it is. Normal, everyone's idea of normal is different. Like me, I mean, I'm pretty weird, but like, nah, I'm not making a good argument for this because I already know I'm weird. Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do? I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around after classes yesterday, so maybe there are clubs. If so, I wonder if I should join one. I feel like we should learn sign language just so we can communicate with Shizune easier. I wonder if that's a thing that has to be a thing we learn later down the line. All through class, the question remains on my mind, so I decided to ask Shizune about it when we split into groups. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. And I should probably learn sign language for this. She crosses her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks too preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of her pencil down so that the top is perfect and evenly flat. All right? Don't give me this face. The slow creep over just... Apparently her laugh's a meme. I don't know, dude. Sorry, Chick-chan. Is there something you wanted from me? I want you to help. Oh, I see. That's a good question, Hick-chan. My first thought is that she means she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anywho, Misha, please don't prove me right. Oh, that's right. Everyone's encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so here because there really isn't anything to do. There are also school events, like the festival coming up in a few days. Ooh, excuse me? Festival? Almost every student in the school tends to help out with it, doing really whatever. So, you actually transferred in at a busy time. Maybe you can help out too. I almost said we can help out like there. Sure. What's the festival about? Misha freezes. I don't know, Hick-chan. The truth is that it's a local event and I'm not from the area, so I don't much give a shit. No, she didn't say that. She starts signing desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Shizune adjusts her glasses at the end of an oddly graduous flourish and starts signing hard and heavy. That's gonna be me one day. I'm gonna be the one signing hard and heavy. Huh? Oh. Who cares? What? Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts Shizune's words at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. Too loud. I can see heads turning to look in our direction. Not so loud. Why not? Human beings evolve with each new generation. The ideals and beliefs behind the festival will inevitably change with time. Ooh. Now, it's about delicious fried food and amusing little games that you can play to win prizes. Dude, I love fried food. Don't even with me. The teacher clears his throat very loudly, batting his long wooden pointer against the other palm like a baton. Oh God, he's gonna beat our ass. He shoots a pointed gaze at us. Finally noticing where we are. Misha stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though, brushing off without a care. She's probably used to this, that's why. From Misha just... We're in the middle of class and should start working. That's right, Chick-chan! What? That's right. Hick-chan, are you asking me because you're interested in joining a club? It could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchange between them. Misha's tone has also changed, although it does that every other word. Anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misha and Shizune look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the girl with long dark hair get up from her desk and slip silently towards the door. Hey! I gotta meet you next! God, I'm just like very loud and obnoxious. Oh, God. Dude, that sneeze fucked my nose. Doesn't seem like she was working in any group, and no one seems to notice her but me. I glance at the teacher, who's also looking at the dark-haired girl go. Why doesn't he say anything? Well, Hick-chan, is something wrong? Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or was Misha just looking at me, looking after the girl who left? No, nothing. Oh.
Okay, well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you?
I don't have plans for anything. I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books, except that. Literally the only thing on the menu. Not really.
Do you want to have lunch together then?
You're damn right.
Yay! Okay, Hick-chan, perfect.
I hope I'm doing her justice. The rest of the class passes uneventfully. The girl with the long hair never came back. Before I have time to put any more thought into where she could have gone, the teacher informs us that it's time to stop working. Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all our work in time. I'm just glad we finished it all. It's not a contest or anything. Did you see that face? She looks so pissed.
Yes, it is, Hick-chan.
What? Impossible.
Really?
Really. I've noticed this before, but it's kind of funny how Misha's always moving her hands and signing not only everything she says, but what anyone else is saying at any given time. Obviously, it must be so Shizune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune. I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really, Shizune can't hear me. But it would be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. And again, isn't that what she's doing? No, she's at least looking at me. This is all very confusing and will take some time to get used to. It's not a contest because contests are competitions over a prize. If there's no prize on the line, it's not really a contest. Shizune's eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. She stares at me as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest to her. Help. I noticed before how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze.
Are you sure, Hick-chan?
Very sure.
You're wrong, Hick-chan, because I don't want to be the slowest one in class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my abilities, and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them.
So proud. Shizune pushes up her glasses to the bridge of her nose in a very matter-of-fact way. Oh, God. I'd argue more, but the bell rings. And she quickly gets up and picks up her bag, looking at me and unexpectedly. It's much like how it's going to take some time to get used to it for him. Like, interpreters and whatnot. It's going to take some time for me as well, I think. But who knows? I'd almost forgotten that I was supposed to have lunch with him. How can you almost forget? That was like not even that long ago.
Where do you want to eat?
The cafeteria?
Haha, that's so plain. Okay, let's go.
Plain? Well, I guess. Where else are we going to eat? At my old school, I liked to eat outside, near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't find it until near the end of my freshman year. I wonder if there's a similar place to eat here. Misha seems to imply as much. I thought, when she was like, where do you want to eat? I thought, she was more meaning, where do you want to get food? I was like, do we have, a Subway here or something? Just on the campus? Oh, that'd be great. Dude, help me. The fucking... The sneeze destroyed me. Shizune and Misha pull me towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some students favor eating in classrooms or outdoors. I saw some of them classmates had boxed lunches. After we finish eating, Misha picks up where we left off earlier. So, Hik-chan, you wanted to know about clubs and stuff, right? Right? Yes. Right, Shik-chan. Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first. Exchanging little nods of confirmation, they turn to face me again, and Misha strains her posture as if she's about to deliver a speech. Hik-chan, do you have anything you're really interested in? Reading. I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it. I don't follow the teams and players or anything like that. As of late, I usually just read a lot. There's a book club, right, Shik-chan? Right? Right! But... it seems like they all have the members they could possibly have right now. Sorry, Hik-chan. It really is a popular club. I'm pissed. It's the one I wanted. Oh, okay. But more to the point, Hik-chan, does this mean that you don't have anything already in mind? Not really. Show me the clubs, then I'll make my choice. Good, great! That's great, Hik-chan, really great! Why is it so great? No reason. Well, Hik-chan, other than clubs and the upcoming festival, there is one other thing. Student council! Oh, Jesus, don't try to get me into your damn student council. I see. I didn't know this school had a student council. That was a very melodramatic setup there, though, just to tell me that. I'm pretty sure the two of them know this because Shizune looks a little embarrassed about it, and Misha's laughing, as she usually is. Shizune quickly retakes control of the discussion, in a manner of speaking. After all, it's still Misha who has to voice whatever she says. Right. Hik-chan, maybe you should join the student council. They could use more people. Yes, definitely. Yes, you should join. You should fucking... why? I read that real fast because my mouse fucked up. Well, for one, we could hang out every day, Hik-chan. Shik-chan and I are both in the student council. Actually, Shik-chan's is the president. Oh, starting to get the suspicion that Shizune and Misha might not exactly be the most unbiased people to talk about with this. As if reading my mind, Shizune quickly adjusts her glasses and signs something to Misha. Of course, we're not trying to get you to join just because we would obviously benefit from you joining the student council and therefore have an incentive to try and get to you. And okay, you're literally just admitting. You're admitting that. No, we admit nothing. I mean, Hik-chan, of course, it would be nice if you joined and we'd appreciate it. But even without all that, joining the student council shows a healthy interest in the workings of one's school. Yup, it's true, Hik-chan. Besides, don't you want to spend more time with us after school, Hik-chan? Can't tell if she's being genuine or if this is really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying really hard to look their cutest, although they already look pretty cute to begin with. Well, so it's settled then. Welcome to the student council, Hik-chan. God, what? No! Aww, see, Shik-chan? Of course it wouldn't go so easily. She just has this fucking smile. Yep, that's right though. It'd be boring if it went that smoothly. Oh well, Shik-chan owes me candy now. You were betting on it? My life is not a game here. I mean it is, because we're playing a visual novel. Shizune seems very intrigued by this, and when Misha signs it to her, the aggressive glint returns to her eyes. Oh. That's interesting, Nick-chan. Let's play a game. That's not what I said. I just... How about rich man, poor man, Nick-chan? If you lose, you have to join the student council. No, absolutely not. Aw, why not? Because you two both seem to have some incentive and therefore the same goal, which is to get me to join the student council, right? Yep. Yeah, that isn't my goal. But what that means is that the both of you can team up and I'll be at a clear disadvantage. So, I'm gonna have to respectfully decline. Oh. Hick-chan, I'm very offended. Are you saying you don't trust us and that we would pull something so disingenuous? That makes me sad. Sorry? It's hard to tell where Shizune's influence ends and Misha's thoughts begin. In order to atone for hurting a young girl's feelings, you should definitely join the student council. No! How about a game of paper football instead of poor rich man, poor man? Come on. I'm trying real hard here. What's paper football? Yeah, it's a game they play in America. You make a paper triangle, and then you try to shoot it past goalposts that the other player makes with their fingers. Oh, it's that? Okay. Isn't that cool? It's the ultimate form of competition between two people, Hick-chan. And it's also played by elementary and middle school children, Hick-chan. That means it's a game that really separates the boys from the men. More like the boys from the slightly older boys. The boys! Anyway, I'm not gonna play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means that you're probably surprisingly good at it. Well, yeah, that's true. How'd you know, Hick-chan? You're trying to fucking swindle me. These bitches. Shizune frowns at Misha, telling me that she probably wasn't supposed to admit that so readily. I couldn't say that I'm happy with their attempts to get me into the student council, but I'm a little curious about what the student council does around here. I've never been on one before, or even known anybody who was a member, so it intrigues me. I also kind of like Shizune and Misha, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad. I just don't like student councils. That's a lot of work, and I'm lazy. Okay, Hick-chan, how about Risk? Oh, I love Risk! The game of world domination. I don't know what that is. It's really fun, Hick-chan. You fight for control of the world with armies and everything. Sounds like Shizune would be good at it. Oh yeah, she probably would instantly. If you want to play, we can after school. I'm down. I always lose though, so I ain't some strategical mastermind. Aw, really, Hick-chan? We could play just for fun, Hick-chan. Hick-chan hasn't played in a long time, so if you want to, there are no strings attached. Well, okay. Okay, perfect. We'll see you after school in the student council room then, Hick-chan. Oh no. Why there? Because that's where we keep the game. I grimace to tell them how much I do not like this, but it's more for show than anything. So it's, in the end, I agree. But only after getting Shizune to acknowledge that I don't mean anything concrete just by accepting to take a look around and play this game with her. Lunch ends and we go back to class. God damn it. Oh, hey, stop leaving me! God damn it. During afternoon classes, the long-haired girl comes back and sits down in her seat without a word. Again, no one seems to notice, or if they do, no one says anything. I want to ask Misha about it, but I don't want to be nosy. You don't want to be nosy, even though one of the questions we could ask are, why are you deaf? That's so... God damn it. Oh no. After school, Shizune and Misha quickly find me by the first floor lobby and latch onto me, covering each flank in case I might try to escape. I feel a little offended, but I'd been considering it. Nevertheless, I'm a bit disturbed that enough people have made a break for it in the past that they're so on guard. What's with the escort? This doesn't make me feel very comfortable. In fact, it makes me feel like a dangerous prisoner being transported to a cell. What's wrong, Ik-chan? That's right. We're just going to play a game of Risk, remember? I don't know, Misha. This all seems a little sinister to me. I start thinking that when we sit down to play the game, they'll tie me down and torture me until I agree to join the student council. While it's highly unlikely, it's also very highly likely. But still, for some reason, it just seems like it would be so plausible. I don't want it. Getting to the student council room is as simple as turning 2 corners from where we started. What, that's it? This makes you guys being so on top of me seem a little silly. That's not true, Ik-chan. Shik-chan says that when their life is threatened, people have shown the capability to pull off superhuman bursts of speed. Life is threatened? Her expression unchanging, Misha signs something amusingly to Shizune, who makes a baffling face and puts her hands back behind her head. Or her head. What the fuck? Her hands behind her back. Thank you, brain. Looking pleased with herself. Misha feigns deafness and hums cheerily. Stop that. I know you heard me. You have no excuse, unlike Shizune. You son of a bitch. Shizune opens the door to the student council room. It's very plain, sparsely decorated, and although it is quite large, maybe even a little larger than a classroom, I like it. Yeah, it's plain, but there's a lot of space. You have the desk set up like how they should. There's a big table in the center surrounded by chairs and a smaller desk prominently placed in the back that I assume is Shizune's. There are a few regular desks and chairs stacked to one side as well. Extras, probably. Aside from the tables and chairs, the room doesn't have much else to offer. Just a couple of filing cabinets and bookshelves stacked with old school records and documents. Not much else. In fact, nothing else. This is a pretty bleak room. They can at least put a potted plant in here or something, but the most notable thing that this room doesn't have is other people. Are we early? No, it's just these two, I'm sure. No. What do you mean, no? Does it mean nobody else is coming today? Well, you see. Yeah, that's right. Before I manage to ask why that's the case, Shizune claps her hands together very energetically. Ik-chan, let's play Risk. Come on, you promised, didn't you? You have to. Okay. Do you want to know the rules? We can explain them to you while we set everything up. Take Australia and then win. Because it's 1 point of entry. Actually, that's not really... I wouldn't say that's like the best way to win at Risk. While Misha's talking, Shizune takes out what looks like a board game from behind one of the filing cabinets and throws it on the table. Actually, this looks kind of interesting. Show me the box. After Misha spends a little too long for her liking running through the basics with a somewhat vague and confusing tutorial, Shizune cuts in and declares the game has already started with a decisive motion, slicing her arm through the air. Shizune's aggressiveness is rubbing off on me. I start feeling more competitive than I intended to be when I agreed to this. Well, we're literally playing Risk with a super competitive person. Like... Halfway into the game, while I try to ponder how to defend against Shizune's assault from 2 fronts, she breaks my concentration by drumming her fingers on the table to get my attention. What? Ik-chan, Shik-chan wants you to know, or wants you to know that you're taking too long to make a move. Shizune, Shik-chan, also says that she will let you keep Australia if you agree to join the Student Council. What the I thought this was a game with no strings attached. Just the fact that she would dangle that over my head as an offer means that she knows I care about the outcome of this game. And anyway, no! Haha, you will lose then. Shik-chan admires your fighting spirit and would be a benevolent dictator who will spare your people if you join the Student Council. You're so competitive, Shizune. She seems to take that as a compliment. Oh yeah, she's like mega competitive. I would expect the Student Council president to be a little more magnanimous. Magnanimous? Huh? She doesn't seem to know what the word means or how it's signed. She pulls out a piece of paper and writes it for Shizune, who in return signs it back to Misha. Misha presses her index fingers against her temples as if trying to physically imprint the word into her memory. She's a robot now. Suddenly, Shizune bursts into a flurry of gestures. Misha looks daunted by the pace of her heated signing. Wait, please slow down, Shik-chan. Hey-chan, Shik-chan says you're going to lose. Tell her I will crush her in a world empire with my rebellion. Okay. Those eyes of hers shine with childlike mischief. Oh, did you see that? She says you have no chance if you keep playing like this. No, you won't. Okay. Well, let's think about this. Sometimes the best defense is a good offense. But I know in Risk, we have Australia. So you're kind of in the turtling position. But the turtling, oh god, it's stretching. The turtling position isn't necessarily the best strategy. Because yes, although you're literally trapped in Australia, just building up your forces, you're not getting a lot of territory. So the best thing you could do is like go outward and try to take as many territories as you can so you get more troops. You know what? I'm going. Attack aggressively. She's either mocking me or trying to trick me. I have nothing else to lose though, so I might as well try something different. Maybe if I spread out my forces and try to control more territories, I can recoup the advantage. That also, you kind of have to play it in a... Like, sounds like he's trying to spread all his shit around, which is kind of bad sometimes. Especially if you don't have a force, but I'm a fucking nerd. Shizune seems to focus on conquering whole nations, so maybe I could sacrifice my hold on continents to gain more small countries. The reason she's going after whole nations is because you get the bonus. You get bonus troops, so it's worth a shot. A few turns later, I end up losing the game. Fuck. God, of course we got the dude who's shitty at fucking Risk. Shizune adjusts her glasses victoriously and allows herself to tentatively pump a fist up in the air in celebration. God damn it. I win, yay! There's no need to translate that, it was very clear. Don't look so sad, Ikchan. You're really giving it your best, and that's what I thought. Sometimes your best just isn't good enough, though. If anyone knows that, it's me. You did very well for someone who just learned how to play today. Damn, if I won. Would I have won if I did defensively? I doubt it. I probably still would have totally lost. Because I'm going up against a strategical mastermind. Ikchan, you attacked Iceland and North America at the same time. That's a very daring move. Shik-chan is impressed. Well, at least I impressed somebody. The mark of great people is that they are daring and that they can follow through. You're already halfway there. Isn't that great, Ikchan? That isn't enough, though. Just potential isn't enough. There's no point to potential if you don't take the first step, and there's no point to that if you don't keep going. I want to see more. More! You're right, Chick-chan, but that's so demanding. Oh, Shizune leans forward, suddenly looking a lot less playful and more still like the serious person I expected her to be from the start. Hick-chan, would you like to join the student council? God damn it. She really doesn't waste time, does she? But it's only my second day at school, so I'm hesitant about committing to something so early. I haven't even taken a look at the other clubs yet. But spending time with Shizune and Misha doesn't seem like something I would hate. I still need to think more about it before I decide for sure. Maybe. I'll get back to you on that. No, that's a maybe. Probably the best you're probably going to get right now. Okay, Ikchan. But I hope you're not just saying that so we don't feel bad. No, really. Really? Ikchan, if you're going to say that, you're saying that it's definitely the truth, and there can't be any mistaking it. I know. Guess I should have my revenge for losing, at the very least. Shizune smiles at that in a mischievous way that that feels like twisting the knife in the wound of my loss. I take a glance at the clock on the wall and realize I spent far longer playing Risk than I expected. Dude, Risk lasts hours. You can go days if the campaign is long enough. Sorry, I think I gotta go. I wanted to go to the library. Is it closed? It's not closed yet, is it? Shizune scratches her head and gestures at Misha. How hard can it be to determine whether the library's open? There's a clock right there on the wall. It should be, unless the librarian is absent. I think you're right, Chick-chan. We think the library's open? It's on the second floor. Can't miss it. Do you want us to show you where it is? Nah, it's fine. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye! Oh my god. Oh no, we're running into problems. We gotta save those problems. Oh! That's a different picture! Didn't even notice. Why are these all around? This is horrifying. I would not want to be I'm in a school. I don't want to see pictures like this up on the wall. God damn it, game.